Okay, here we have a little tutorial on how to use actions to protect your images on the internet with watermarks and how to make watermarks that are as easily seen and yet unobtrusive as possible. Okay, what you want to start off with is on your desktop, you want to be sure you have a file folder with all your web images in it. I already have such a thing. Then you also want to make an empty folder, destination folder, on your desktop or wherever you prefer, that's watermarked images. If you have all your images all together in a big file, go ahead and open up Photoshop, open one of those images, and what we're going to do is create an action. An action saves us hours of work because you only do it once. Okay? In order to bring up the Actions palette, go up to your window, click on Actions. It'll pop up. Now over here, we're going to go ahead and start a new action. Let's name the action something we can remember. Watermarking, and I'm going to put demo. Okay, from the time we hit OK, we're going to be recording everything we do. And when we do this, we want to be sure we get all of our steps correct so that we don't have to redo it. Here we go. Okay, first thing we want to do is open up our text. And we want to go ahead and put in the text we want as our watermark. Okay, so I have my text. I'll bring it over here. Copyright 2008 SM Violano. Yep, that's what I want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hold down the control key. See how we have a bounding box? I'm going to go ahead and use this to manipulate and stretch out the text over the main part of the image. And you're saying, oh, that is so ugly. Yeah, well, it is. But in this day of image piracy, we have to protect our work. Now, when we're done, it won't look so bad, I promise. Okay, so we've got our text written out. Now, what we want to do is to go into our text layer right here in your Layers menu. If your Layers menu isn't showing, go up to Window, click on Layers, and it'll pop up. Okay? Anyway, you want to select that layer, so you double click on the layer, and up will come a layer style. You want to select a drop shadow, and you want to play with your drop shadow a little. I prefer to kind of give it a little bit more spread and a little bit more size. Not too bad, you know. There we go. Also in this, I also sometimes, depending on what I feel like doing, I like to put on a little bevel and emboss. Gives it different shadows and such. The reason for this, and I'll go ahead and OK that, is let me remove the image behind, because I'm sure like most artists, you guys have a variety of light areas and dark areas. This way your watermark is clearly visible whether your image is light or dark, and you don't have to create separate watermarks for different things. Ah, see, we can still read it. Okay, but it's still pretty ugly, right? Yeah, okay. So we still have our layer selected here. There's an opacity and a fill. You want to take your opacity level and drop it down. And as you do it, when you release, you're going to see how it sort of ghosts it. I kind of like how that looks right there. Very good. Okay. Now, one thing that we're going to need to be sure to do, we have our watermark. We like it. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put it on just the watermark. Yeah, it's still visible. Some people might even like their watermark more bold. Okay, but anyway, once you have it done up, you want to be sure and go up to Layer, and you want to flatten your image. Okay, now it's totally finished. Go down to your Actions and click on the little Stop Playing Recording. We have our action all ready to go. Yay! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this then. I don't want to save it because I'm going to redo it again. Okay, go up to File, Automate, Batch. Here's where you can select an entire folder and have this process go through every image in the folder. As you can see, the action is already set out to Watermarking Demo. The source is a folder. You want to find your folder. I put mine on my desktop, but I'm sure other people have them in other areas. Okay, let's see. Images for watermarking, that was mine. So I choose. You see where it says it is, image for watermarking. Destination is going to be a folder. The reason I had you make up a separate folder is because it would overwrite every image if you had it just saved to the same folder, and you wouldn't have copies that weren't watermarked in case you decided later to change your watermark, update the year, etc. So I strongly recommend you make a new destination folder and select it. I have one called Watermarked Images, and as you see, there's nothing in it because it's not yet done. So I'm choosing that. I want it to stop for errors. Okay, let's play. As you see, it's going through. Okay, I'm not sure why. Okay. All right, forget about that one thing. I don't know what that was. Okay. So it's gotten me all the way up. It shows me the thing. Okay, I want to actually, for it to save at a little smaller size. I'll bring it down to... That's good. And for me. Okay. About 66. I'm not sure why it's saying the object is not currently available, but I'm just continuing. Continue. Okay. 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 Continue. Okay. Again, this strange error I'm getting up here, the object one, is something wrong with my computer. Don't worry about it on yours. Okay, so you should only be having to hit the second one. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it here because you guys kind of get the whole thing. All right, now let me go out of Photoshop. And let me show you, here's my watermarked images folder. And as you can see, we now have images in it. And if you look, every one of them is watermarked. Okay. Anyway, that's it.